Okay, so we were working on knife techniques and knife drills and practices. And as I posted on the Facebook group, the first thing that we were going to do is experiment. And I took some video. Quality of the video is not that great, so I'll just demonstrate what tends to happen. In practice, we do this here, and he'll go and he'll do his technique. So I do this, and he'll go and he'll do his technique. So it's good to learn, it's good to practice, but the reality of a knife attack is very different. So instead of this kind of 1 and 2, and I come back 3, or even just even short doing this, just Google a knife attack and look at what it really is like. And it's more, it's just this kind of, it's coming at you and lunging in and out, in and out. So one of the things that we covered was how to prevent that from happening. So the main thing is, if he's coming in, his elbow has to come back, right? So I can't go back and get to his elbow. So what I need to do is move in and get behind the elbow. At this point, it's going to be hard for him to pull his arm back. Right? So one time we're in here, boom, I'm in, right? Once I'm in, then I start moving. And that's really the main part about it. So he starts coming in, right? So this is a parry, right? You're sweeping it off, and the other one catches above the tip of the elbow, just between the elbow and the tricep. In there, make sure that your elbow's tucked by your side. Right? I don't want to do this because he has all this wiggle room to come out of. I'm going to come in, pinch my elbow, and it kind of traps his arm in there. Okay? So then now here you can start to work on all kinds of whatever it is that you're going to work on. You do your techniques from there. Right? So now, once I have this position, right, take it down, whatever the case is. But the biggest detail about this is when we're training, or anyone's training with knife, we have to train realistic. Okay, so yeah, we'll feed a strike when we're in training so that we can learn. There's always the learning curve, the learning process. Sometimes we'll hold it out so I can learn, you know, how do I attack, how do I disarm, how do I do my joint manipulations, all that stuff. Okay, that's good, but then how do I actually get to that point? If I'm chasing the wrist, I'm going to be a pincushion. So now, if I have a weapon as well, if we're doing actual knife fighting, nothing really changes. So he comes in, this is also a stab, right? Or a cut, depending on how I'm using it. Maybe I'm holding it this way, and it's just passing by, right? If it's this way, same thing, as it's passing by. Now from here, I still cup it in above the elbow. You can use the back end of the knife to the back of the elbow. So what happens is, as I pull him in, I have this position where now I can easily go in, driving him in for a counterattack. All right. If I don't have the knife right away, at least from here, I can work on taking him down, disarming, or maybe start working on getting to my knife. Okay. So that's it, guys. That was what we were working on. From there, kind of expanded to what happens if he strikes from the outside. Let's switch again. So it's coming, this looping, all right, this kind of motion. Still come to the elbow, and we just pass it to the other side, and then pull it, right? So here's the instinct, or the reflex. And you can try this with each other. Just thrust your hand out there, and you'll see most of the time it's throwing the hands out. That's the reflex. That's what matters, because a trained response that's not natural won't work under high pressure. Your body's just going to completely abandon it, so it has to follow your instinct. So whether if it's coming low in my hands, this is a natural instinct, you see it all the time, well, just do it properly and you'll get there. If it comes high, this is a natural instinct, so do it properly and you'll still get there, right? And that's really it. It's just the two ways, if it's coming straight in or if it's coming from the outside, right? Still able to get to the same point. From there, whatever you know you can do. But if I can't prevent myself from getting stabbed on the way in. None of my techniques really matter at all, right? So that's it, right? Thanks.